Carol all walks in. I want to just have everything perfect. You are Carol. Hello and welcome to the show. Great to have you here.
Thank you. Nice
You
to
know
be
Frankie,
here.
of course.
Yes, I know.
And you know Big Al, of course.
I know Big Al.
Disregard everything they say, okay? Everything. And George came in. Big George has never ever walked into the studio.
George
he runs all the video. He was look at him. Look, he's good. He got his picture. He said, "Joe, what a gentleman." He goes, "I'm breaking protocol."
He did. He was very sweet. I was very flattered that you broke protocol. But here, this is what I don't understand. I walked in this morning, and he handed me this and said, "You'll love this." So I naturally assumed it was raw. And then I took a look at it. I said, "There's no way."
David Burke said he will make
that ain't passing my lips.
I know you don't eat any of this. We said there's a beautiful martini glass with David Burke with this beautiful Christmas. Cool. It's like now I don't generally eat this stuff too, and David knows that. But he said anything raw he will make for you specifically.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
We're invited to go.
Thank you.
Is this a cheesy way to get a date out? Is this
No.
We're invited to go
Keep
to
going.
Joe, you already asked me to Rudy Giuliani's next week, so.
And what do you think? What do you think? Huh?
Yeah, why not?
Oh! I have to tell you, on the air, just between you and I, no one's listening.
I just said this because we're on the air.
The guys, if I
walk,
walk,
have to be good
Carol,
to him because otherwise I'll be in trouble here.
Carol, if I walk in with you, forget it. You just made my year. It's going to be great. The guys will never. You still, I see people how they react to you. And when they come over to me, they go over to me, Joe, how are you? Then when they meet you, they're in awe, like we all are in the studio.
We had a good time at Tony Lowe.
That was the best.
Lowe.
But you're so you're such a regular person. That's what I love about you. You're so great.
I'm the daughter of a civil servant, man. The firemen, the policemen, love them. My father was a fireman. Well, he first was a policeman, then he was a fireman.
He was a cop too. I didn't know that.
Yes, he walked the beat in Astoria. Queens.
Where was that, Carol?
Astoria, Queens.
And in Queens. Look at you.
And then he became a fireman because all his brothers were firemen. His father was a fireman. So I come from like a long history of firemen.
And you were so comfortable with Commissioner Nigro, Commissioner O'Neill there.
I love Commissioner Nigro. Yes, he's been very, very good to me this year.
And they came in, we took the picture. They asked for every picture we took. I never get requests for pictures. I just want to tell you that, all right? If they would say, "Oh, Carol's in the picture, could you send the picture to me?" And we did.
And everybody has to be so PC these days, and everybody's so nervous the minute a woman walks in the room. And hey, I'm just like one of the guys. I just, I grew up with lots of boys and lots of male friends, so. I get the jokes, and I don't take offense. And I mean, I see these, $9.5 million for things, and it's.
Yeah, it's great. But I like.
I would never think in that direction. I'm like, maybe I'm silly. I should have millions of dollars in the bank.
No, I love you because you're independent. And when we were at Tony LoBianco's, and you said, "I want to see what's in the kitchen," now I would have just awkwardly been standing around making awkward conversation.
I went straight for the food.
Let's go. But you watched Tony making that, and it was interesting to watch him. Really, he's like a master chef. This guy he puts it all together.
He did all the food for his party.
Then she goes like this. Al, this was the best. She goes. Carol goes to me. Come on. We're going first to the table because I would never do that.
No, what I said was we should be the first at the table because when
so you don't have to wait.
When it's a buffet and people are talking and coughing and sneezing over the food, I want to get there first.
See, that's good. Oh, see, she's got your best interest at heart.
I think you don't be worried
I
about
want
that.
The clean food.
Yeah, there's Purell.
But we heard.
Oh, Purell.
But we heard that Joe broke the plant.
I know.
It's Durasan, better than Purell.
Yeah. Thank you.
Look at that. Oh, that is hysterical.
But we heard Joe broke the plant at Tony LoBianco's. Did he break the plant?
Well, that was actually my fault because...
No, you were so kind.
Well, Judge Andrew Napolitano was there, and there was this plant between him and Joe with this big giant leaf. So Joe was like in a microphone almost. He was talking to the plant.
Talking to the Chuckle Patch.
With Andrew on the other side. So I said, Joe, just turn the planter and get the dang leaf out of your face.
Sure.
So he turns the planter, and 2 minutes later, I look down, and there's this big leaf on the floor. I said, "Oh, you did not." And he goes, "Shh, don't tell Tony." I said,
"It's like the Magic Garden."
I better,
he was pulling up
I
the
better
Chuckle
send
Patch.
the plant over there. You were so cute because I wouldn't.
I said, "What did you do? Molest the plant?"
No.
There's a leaf on the floor. That poor plant.
But you don't see. Guys don't notice those things, and the plant is right in the judge's face. And Judge and I are talking back and forth.
Talking back and forth with this plant leaf.
And
but Joe was probably trying to talk and like going like this.
Yeah, I
was.
So Carol says, "Move the plant."
And
I
the
go to
judge
move
is
it.
going like this.
Right,
And
distracted.
But I broke. Oh my gosh, I feel so guilty.
Turn the planter.
Carol, will that kill the whole plant now?
No. And it's Tony's favorite plant, apparently. It's right in his
Don't
dining
tell me
room.
that. No. Don't tell me that.
It's right in his dining room. Anyway, listen, I was at the Friars Club last night. I know you're a friar.
Yeah. What were you doing there?
I'm a friar.
Is there anything you don't do, Carol Alt?
Well, I'm the newest fryer. Anyway, they asked
You're
me.
the youngest fryer.
That's probably true too. That's probably Ronnie's trying to get more. You know Ronnie, right?
I know those guys. Yes. It's a great group over there.
So
actually.
Ronnie sent his card to you. Okay, so. He calls himself Copa Nastisco.
Yeah.
So there's his card. Here's the magazine.
Oh, you're bringing like goodies from.
Well, yes, because what he said was that Joe promised to do a show here.
You know what? You're right.
So if you do a show there, I'll do it with you. If you want company.
Done.
Not
I
can
can speak for him.
Big
This one
Al,
is
not
an
trying to
easy
take your
yes.
place over
Oh,
here.
please.
Remember how I tell you to say no to everything? This one's a yes.
Oh, see?
See?
You had to see the look on Joe's face as that sentence progressed.
Oh, yeah.
So, no. Let me describe for people who weren't watching the video stream.
Please.
So, Carol says you promised to do a show there, and I see on Joe's face.
White.
Okay.
Ghost
It's
light.
another show I told somebody I'd do just to end the conversation,
Right.
and I'm not getting paid.
Right.
And then when Carol said, I'll do it with you, you literally see the frown turn upside down.
Like he got shocked with the pass.
That was really quite
Very
a
good.
turnaround.
That was
The
good.
full range of emotions.
Name
in
the
8
date.
seconds.
I am there.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Tonight, I'm in. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
The guys know. They call me Joey Benefit. Remember I told you about Joey Benefit, the film we're doing? You got a charity, I got a tuxedo. I come early, I stay
have a
late.
charity,
But when
I
I go with Carol Alt, I'm happily there.
Oh, yeah.
I will be there. That'll be great. No, we could do a whole thing.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Question answer. I got to ask you, when you're coming out of Queens, the son of a firefighter and a cop, how? And you of course, you.
Son? When did I
No, a
change?
daughter. I'm sorry, the daughter.
When did I change sex?
You,
I got
you, no,
booked.
you have brothers. You have brothers, right?
I
Isn't
had a
it?
brother. Yeah, he passed away.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so
So
sorry.
now we're 3 girls. Yeah.
Yeah.
And my mom. 4
But
girls.
when did they know? Because you started modeling very, very young, and
Oh, I was in the Army and I was studying law. It was never as
Whoa,
if
whoa,
I was
whoa, whoa,
going
whoa.
to do this.
so is that right?
Yeah, I never thought I was. This was a summer job. This was, okay, my father's a fireman. We have 4 kids, couple years apart. Everybody's going to be in college at the same time. When one graduates, the baby comes in. So I thought, I was waitressing. Let me make some money for a summer job. I went into the city. I thought, I made $200 my first job. I thought that's as much as I made, actually more than what I made in a week waitressing. And I'll never forget it because the Scotto brothers, I worked for the Scotto brothers. They had a place called the Steer Barn, and I was a waitress there. And I remember when I was on the cover of Vogue, the boys came to me and they said, listen, perhaps you should give up your day job. We've got the cover of Vogue waiting on these people on Friday night.
You were in the army? In the army? What do you mean in the army?
I was like, here we come on the run with a burger.
Like a USO?
and a
USO.
bun.
Wow,
USO girl. Yeah.
My gosh. And then from there, and I have to ask you this, and stay with me, guys. 9:33 with Joe and the internationally renowned Carol Alt with us in the
And by
studio.
the way, I want to say hello to my Uber driver from Colombia. I said, you better listen to the show because you're taking one of the participants in the show. He says, I will listen, young lady. I said, you're my favorite Uber driver ever.
He was great. I checked. I called.
5
I
stars.
called the Uber guy.
5 stars.
We talked about it on the air. How we sent over. That was an SUV Uber, right?
Yes, it was an SUV, and he said, well, wait a minute. I'm waiting for 4 girls. I said,
What?
well, maybe
What?
Joe wishes he was waiting
No,
for 4
no,
girls.
no,
but
no,
I think
no.
he said for a girl. He goes, oh, maybe that's what he said.
Carol, I'm telling you. So now you knew Donald Trump. You knew President Trump. You knew Citizen Trump for many, many years. You were on Apprentice with him, correct?
Well, I've known him actually since I first started modeling. We were both on Get This One, Hold Your Breath.
Listen, Frankie. Listen to this.
The Joe Franklin Show.
Oh, you're kidding.
Wow. Can you imagine that? Donald Trump and Carol Alt on Joe Franklin.
What I
And by
wouldn't
the
give to
way,
see that.
And by the way, we both met Roger Ailes that day. That was,
Oh,
yeah,
my
so-
gosh.
And years later, God rest his soul, I don't care what anybody said, he was great to me. He gave me a show on Fox.
Roger Ailes did, yeah, which was great on Fox. So tell us about when you met Donald Trump. And we don't want to get political. I'm so tired of the noise. You and I had a great chat the other night.
Oh, because
Huh?
So I'm standing there, and I was dating a real estate guy who said to me, "Oh, my friend Don is going to be on the show with you." I said, "Okay." He said, "Please make sure you say hi to Don." I said, "Okay." So I'm standing there, and I heard somebody say Don Trump, and I turned around and Don was standing there. I said, "Hi, are you Don?" He goes, "Yes." I said, "Oh, I'm Carol. My boyfriend's Marty," and he says to say hello, and that's how I met Donald for the first time.
And he was always nice and respectful.
He said to me, I know you do charity work. If you ever are running a charity and you need a table sold, please come to me. That's been the extent of my in and out with him. And besides, of course, Celebrity Apprentice.
I have immense respect for you, and I told you this in the car on the way home. I really do, but I got to ask you this, and forgive me, and stop me if it's wrong. The Russia thing. When you were in Russia, you said you were there when all this quote unquote shenanigans of President Trump were there, you were there. You said nothing happened. Is it okay to say that?
Well, you know, I was busy doing the show, Joe. Really,
Yeah,
I didn't see anything from my end. I was busy with, you know, Steve Tyler, and we had Nobu there.
Oh,
and
I get it.
Of course,
Yeah.
my friend who is a big pop star, and Philip is a big pop star in Russia. In fact, I call him pop star in Russia. So we had this giant group of people that we were constantly running with. When all this hullabaloo came up, I thought, what'd I miss?
Yeah, nothing.
But, you know, I went through that with Clinton, too. I was in Africa shooting, and I thought, what did I miss? What happened?
Yeah,
What's the story?
Yeah,
I missed it.
When you're out of the country, right?
When you're out of the country, you just miss all the news. You really do.
Yeah. So tell me about. We're going to take a break, and you're welcome to stay with us. By the way,
Okay. I got up.
Are you okay?
I got up to come down here.
Carol, do you always look this way when you get up in the morning? I could just say.
Actually, yes, because you know I always think it's radio, so I never put a face on.
Yeah.
This is left over from last night.
Carol. We have Carol Alt with us. She's gonna, and you're welcome to stay. And we so appreciate you joining us today. And 877-970-2999.